ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਰਚਨਾ ਪਵਿੱਤ ਕਰਨੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਤੋਂ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ 15ਵਾਂ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਤੇ ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ, ਉਸ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਮੇਨਲੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਰੋਤੇ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਸਾਡੀ ਨਵੀਂ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਸਕੇ। ਸੋ ਦਾਸ ਖਿਮਾ ਦਾ ਜਾਚਕ ਹੈ। Today we are going to do vichar of the 15th Ashtapadi and Slok of Sukhmani Sahib Gurbani, which was composed by the 5th Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Dhan Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. The theme of the Ashtapadi and Slok is that God is supreme. And beautifully, God takes care of everyone. Chinti te kunchar asthula, sab par kripa drisht ka phula. Right from the size of an ant to the elephant, Vaheguru has created everyone and takes care of everyone. It is matter of faith. जिसके अंतर विश्वास प्रभ आया, तत् ज्ञान तिस मन प्रगटाया। जिहदे अंदर भरोसा आ गया, उन्होंने ज्ञान की प्राप्ति होगी। Those who have faith, they will realize this glory of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. They will realize the power of Vaheguru's protection and existence. Looking at the current affairs, violation of human rights, which has been the issue right from day one of the creation. It is all Vaheguru's game. Namo Kalah Karta, Namo Shant Rupe. Vaheguru, at his command, starts the disputes, the wars. And Namo Shant Rupe, the idea is to bring the Shanti, to bring the peace. It is peak and troughs that everyone is going through. In 1984 and 1978 and well before, even 1947, when there was partition of India and Pakistan, there was clear violation of human rights by the British. We can't blame British. It is the individuals. After the partition, the people living in India and people living in Pakistan, they violated the human right. There was abuse. People looted each other. They killed each other. They were not terrorists. They were human beings who, under the influence of temptation, they committed the crime. We all know that. In 1984, there was clear violation of the human rights. Clear violation. And for that, Indian government is answerable. They are admitting now it was their fault, because when you want to take any military action or any police action, there has to be justification and clarification, so you can be protected. But there is no protection for what Indian government did at the time. They are in authority. But today's topic is God is supreme. God's authority and justice holds true at all times, and no one can escape the verdict. Now this violation of human rights and the abuse can happen against the countries. It can happen against the race. For example, if we go back, human rights for the Jews was violated by Hitler. And Satsangaji, because Vaheguru's divine laws, without Vaheguru's authority, prevails and holds true, today Jews are the most prosperous race. They are doing well in their fields. Why? They are very sincere to their path. Now, narrowing down the violation of human right. The abuse can happen at a domestic level as well. A lot of women, wives, are being abused by husbands. And there are some cases where husbands are being abused by the wives, where son is abusing the father, father is abusing the son, and so on. We can carry on. Everyone who has opportunity but doesn't have the divine wisdom is likely to abuse. But one must be very careful, because Vaheguru is watching everything and Vaheguru is in authority. And Vaheguru can do anything in an instant. People who were kings and emperors, they will become beggars. Pekhari te raj karava, raja te pekhari. Vaheguru has so much immense power that right from the beggar, he can make that beggar into an emperor. And the person who is emperor starts begging. So it's a message for the authorities, people who have power, to be very careful how they use their power. The main cause of disputes is ego. If we want to look at the simple definition of ego, it is basically ignoring the supremacy of God. When someone takes things in his own hand. And this is the reason for sufferings. This becomes the reason for disputes. Tantan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj created the Khalsa, who was supposed to be egoless, who had merged with the Creator, who was representing Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Khalsa Akal Purakh ki fauj, Pragteo Khalsa Parmatam ki moj. The idea of creating the Khalsa, Khalsa means the pure ones who follow God's rules, who maintain God's kingdom. The idea of creating Khalsa was to end the tyranny, injustice. So we'll begin with the slok for the 15th Ashtapadi. Every Ashtapadi is preceded by a slok, and then there is Ashtapadi. Ashtapadi has 8 different parts of the Shabad. That's why it's called Ashtapadi. Asht means 8, Padi means the parts. Sarab kala parpoor prabh, birtha janan har, ਜਾਂ ਕੈ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਉਦਰੀਐ ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਬਲਿਹਾਰ. Kala means power. Sarab means all the powers. God possesses all the powers, overflowing with the intelligence and power and the wisdom. Birtha jananhar. Birtha means pain and troubles. He knows and understands the pains and suffering of all the living beings, which Vaheguru has created himself. There is a way to come out of the sufferings. That is to have the relationship with Akal Purakh Vaheguru, and very intimate relationship, where you can communicate with Vaheguru. Janka Simran Udriya. Simran means to remember, to talk to Vaheguru, to have your intimacy with Vaheguru. Udriya means emancipate. Nanak tis balihar. Nanak is ever and ever balihar, means sacrifice unto that Almighty God who is possessor of all the powers. Now begins the Ashtapadi. Tutti Gandan Har Gopal. If you notice the word Gopal, it has Hoda on top of Gaga and also has Onkar underneath. Normally, the word is Gopal. Go means earth, Pal means to nourish. The nourisher of the all beings of the earth. But here, Guru Maharaj has intentionally put Onkar underneath Gaga. So pronunciation is Gopal. Tutti Gandan Har Gopal, Sarab Jiyan Ape Pratapal. Vaheguru, the cherisher of the whole world, unites the separated one. Tutti means those who are disconnected, disjointed from Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Sarab Jiyan Ape Pratapal, Vaheguru himself nourishes and cherishes all his living beings, which Vaheguru has created. What is that union? When child is born, child's conscience is connected with Vaheguru. Guru Maharaj reveals in the Bani that in mother's womb, child is connected. Child's conscience is connected with the Shabad. Maat garab mein apan simran de. Their soul is connected with Vaheguru. But what happens is when child is born, looking at the Maya, looking at the material, that live, that connection is broken. Live chhudki, lagi trishna, Maya amar vartaya. But Akal Purakh Vaheguru, his wish is that every soul Vaheguru has created should be connected to himself, like Shabad, the divine word. So Vaheguru can only help us to connect with himself. Then we get wiser, trouble-free, we become strong, intelligent. Sagal ki chinta jis man maahe. Very important. Some people say, Vaheguru doesn't care about me. I'm suffering. The answer is, have you got that intimate relationship with Vaheguru? Are you doing Simran? Guru Maharaj reveals that Vaheguru takes care of everyone. Sagal ki chinta, sab man maahe. Vaheguru worries about everyone. Tiste birtha koi na hai. Those who remember him, they never waste away their effort to be with him. Their effort never goes in vain. Now this is an address to the mind. Re man, oh my mind. Oh re man mere, sada har jaap. Always meditate forever on that Lord. Meditate means to walk in his will, to walk in his hukum, follow his hukum, follow his will. Abnasi prab ape aap. Abnasi meaning imperishable, immortal. God is imperishable. Everything that is created by God is perishable for a reason. Vaheguru knows what the reason is. But simple reason I can think up of is, Vaheguru creates new beings every time. If our forefathers and ancestors never died, we won't have room to live in a house because there is a limited space. But also there is a reason that no one is above God. God is only immortal. But if we really try and dig deep, no one is being born, no one is dying. Na kich janma, na kich mara, apan chalit aap hi kare. No one is being born, no one is actually dying. This is all God's play. But we can feel someone is born, we celebrate. Someone has died, we mourn about that death. We feel it as human being. But Gurbani reveals the truth, that people are born at Vaheguru's will. People leave this world at Vaheguru's will. But no one is dying, no one is being born. It's just the soul that remains immortal all the time. Soul is always there. It takes the next form, next physical form. But the idea, the objective of this life is not to enter in the womb again, not to take next physical form again. Just be like Vaheguru, become the Shabad. Satgur ki Bani Sat Swaroop hai, Gurbani bani hai. Gurbani is word of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. So Guru Maharaj reveals that Vaheguru's true form is Gurbani. Satgur ki Bani Sat Swaroop hai, is the Swaroop of the true Vaheguru. Gurbani bani hai, we have to become like Gurbani. We have to become the word. We represent the word. Abnasi Prabh Ape Aap, imperishable Lord is himself, all in all. Vaheguru takes his own decisions, he plans his own game. Vaheguru won't go to anyone to take any advice. If Vaheguru wants to give, Vaheguru gives without consultation. Vaheguru doesn't need to have any meeting. Like people in this world, in the companies, in the gurdwaras, religious institutions, in the families, people meet together to decide what action needs taking. Because Vaheguru is ultimate authority, Vaheguru doesn't need to take anyone's consultation. Vaheguru is all-wise, almighty, all-doer. Apan kiya kachu na hoye. If someone tries to exercise his or her free will, maybe can do something. But eventually, it's Vaheguru's authority. If we have free will today, it is again Vaheguru's hukam, based on our karmas. Some people who have done good karmas, they are very, very fortunate. They have wealth, they have very, very comfortable living. But the trick is, you have to keep your account absolutely packed up. Don't let your account replenish. When I say don't let your account replenish, keep serving God. Keep in God's will all the time. So your account is always topped up. Jeso prani loche koe, even if the mortal tries very, very hard to go in his own way, that person can go a certain way and then is bound by Vaheguru's hukam. Tis bin nahi tera kich kaam. Without Vaheguru, without our Creator, there is nothing else which is going to be of any use. Gat Nanak jap ek har naam. So how is salvation achieved? Salvation means that one becomes above the effects of pain and suffering, happiness and joy. One rises above the effects of slander and praise. One is not tempted by the material. That's called salvation. Such a person is so fortunate that lives in this world. Material serves that person, but that person is always detached, is never clinging on to the material. That's called Gat, salvation. Gat Nanak jap ek har naam. But that's only possible when we meditate on one God's name, His glory, His character, His virtues, and become like Him. Now there are a lot of people who think that by having riches, by having a very, very beautiful look and appearance, they can impress God, but Guru Maharaj reveals, Roopvant hoye nahi moh. Vaheguru is not impressed by someone's prosperity or beauty, because it's because of Vaheguru's light within everyone, one is prospering. Prabh ki jyot sagal ghat so hai. Sagal ghat means every heart. Jyot means light, implying power. Because of Vaheguru's power in every heart, one is prospering. So why to have that pride? Give all the credit to God for everything you have in your life. That's the message. Tanvanta hoye kya ko garba. If someone is tanvant, tanvant means very rich. Never be proud of that. Why should we be proud of our riches? Because jaan sab kich tiska diya darba. All the wealth, darab, is given by God. If Vaheguru takes back everything Vaheguru has given us, we'll be left with nothing. Have humility. Be grateful to Vaheguru, what Vaheguru has given you. And that is the way to prosper in your life, spiritually. Be peaceful. Now Guru Maharaj talks about the warriors who think they are the great heroes, wrestlers, great warriors like Hitler, Aurangzeb. They were proud of their power and authority. At Sura je kou kahava. Sura means great hero, great warrior. If someone calls himself a great warrior, Prabh ki kala bina kahta hai. Without Vaheguru's kala, without Vaheguru's power, he can't be a warrior. That Vaheguru just needs to take that breath away, and it will be just ashes. Ashes will meet the ashes. Air will meet the air. Water will meet the water. Jeko hoye baha datar. Amazing. Those people who think they are the givers, they are very charitable. Tis denhar jane gawar. The denhar, the ultimate giver, Vaheguru, considers that person as gawar, the greatest fool. Because sabna jiyan ka ek data so main visar na jai. Vaheguru is giver to the emperors and the kings and the rich people. And if a rich person thinks he is charitable and he is giving all this money and resources to the needy, he is the biggest foolish. In the end, Guru Maharaj reveals the truth. Remember, pride and ego means not considering or acknowledging Vaheguru's supremacy. But having that humility, having that understanding comes from the Guru and Guru's kirpa. So Guru Maharaj reveals, Jis gur prasad tute hon rog. The proud and the ego is a disease. Nanak sojan sada rog. With Guru's kirpa, the disease, the chronic disease of ego departs. Nanak sojan sada rog. That person becomes disease free, becomes very, very peaceful and remains in bliss. Satsanga ji, very, very horrible diseases like cancer, they come to an end when person dies. All the cancerous cells, they die as well. But the disease of ego is chronic. Even if the body dies, the ego still stays in the mind, with the soul. That is why Guru Maharaj emphasizes again and again that keep away from the ego. Don't be proud of your faith. Don't be proud of your spirituality. Don't be proud of your riches. Don't be proud of anything. Consider yourself feet dust of all. Sarab ki rain jaka man hoye, koh nanak taki nirmal soye. Rain means feet dust. Sarab ki rain jaka man hoye, in whose mind there is so much humility, he remains like feet dust of all. Koh nanak taki nirmal soye, that person has amazing and supreme reputation. Soye means reputation. So if we want to sum it up now, that God cares for everyone, works in everyone's life, and the purpose is to bring his own children, his own creation close to him. Tuti gandan har gopal, sarv jiyan ape pritpal. So all that live, which is broken from Vaheguru, Vaheguru ties it back, helps to build that relationship again, reminds again and again that do not forget your Creator. God is supreme power and full of intelligence. God doesn't like ego. God doesn't like divisions which are man-made. Divisions based on the caste, color, creed, different religions is not acceptable to God. That is why there is another name of God mentioned in Gurbani many times, Murar. Murar is made up of two words, Mur plus Ar. Ar means enemy, Mur means ego. God is enemy of the ego, doesn't like ego. And there is a beautiful Shabad of Dhan Dhan Guru Amardas Ji, Har jiyo ahankar na pavai, Ved kuk sunamai, ahankar muwe so vigati gaye, mar janmai fir awa. Those who have ego, they fall into the trap of coming and going, means transmigration. Satguru, the wisdom of Gurbani helps us to enshrine true love for our Creator. And nothing is of any avail except having Vaheguru's darshan and experiencing the Creator in this life. There is a beautiful Sakhi from the times of Bhagat Namdev Ji. Bhagat Namdev Ji, his Bani is in Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. He reveals that he went to a temple to worship. Bhagat Namdev Ji, he was from low caste, and people from low caste, they were not allowed to enter the temple. Bhagat Namdev Ji goes to worship his Creator God and said to the Brahmans who were stopping him to enter the temple that you are created by the same God as I am. I have the same right to worship the God, worship my Creator, worship my Father as you have. So why I am not allowed? Admittedly, I'm doing a work, doing a business, my profession is not as high as yours. It doesn't matter. If I'm a sweeper, it doesn't matter. But all those pundits, so-called priests, they were full of ego. And God doesn't like ego. Remember that. Moko tu na bisar, tu na bisar, tu na bisare Ramaya. Oh my God, please don't forget me. You have brought me into this life. I'm here to serve you. Alavanti e pram jo hai, muj upar sab kopila. All these Alavanti, all these priests of the temples, they are in doubt. they do not understand your glory. They do not understand your rules. That everyone, every human being has human right to worship God. And God is one for everyone. And they are very angry and furious with me. सूद सूद कर मार उठायो, कहाँ करो बाप बीठला. Oh my beloved father, what should I do? They are calling me low caste, untouchable, and they have pushed me out of the temple. What should I do? Now, Bhagat Namdev ji, he has that intimate relationship with Vaheguru. He is talking to Vaheguru. And then he hears Vaheguru's answer. Vaheguru replied to Namdev ji that when you die and you come to me, I'll give you the mukti. I'll give you salvation. Bhagat Namdev ji speaks back to God. This is a communication. Simran is communication with Vaheguru. Muए हुए जो मुकत देहोगे, मुकत न जाने कोयला. God, if you give me the mukti, the salvation after the death, who would understand that you are capable of giving the salvation? ए पंडिया मोको ढेड कहा था, तेरी पैज पिछोली होएला. ए पंडिया मोको ढेड कहत, तेरी पैज पिछोडी होएला. Paj means honor. Vaheguru, if you do not give me the mukti now, if you don't empower me now, then who will honor you? There will be blemish to your honor, your strength, your glory. Now this is very, very important. The situation we are in today, or anyone at a personal level, people might be feeling very, very subdued, depressed, not happy with their lives. Talk to Vaheguru. Prayer is the most important weapon for everyone. You can't pass your command to God. Sahib seti hukum na chala, kahi bana ardas. When you are in trouble, not in trouble, every time, every second, we should be talking to Vaheguru. We should be praying to Vaheguru. Vaheguru, you can help. You are most powerful. You are the emperor of emperors. तुम हो सब राजन के राजा. आपे आप गरीब निवाजा. You can uplift and give glory to poor people like me. Now, Bhagat Namdev ji now talking to Vaheguru. तू जो दयाल कृपाल कयत है, अतपुज भयो अपारला. Vaheguru, you are so merciful. You are so compassionate. You are so kind. And you are full of power. Your power, your glory is unrivaled. You are supreme. Now what happens now? When there is ardas from heart, there is a true prayer from the bottom of the heart, Vaheguru listens. And Bhagat Namdev ji records that evidence. फेर दिया देहरा नामे को, पंडियन को पिछवारला. The gate of the temple went around and faced Bhagat Namdev ji. And all the pandits, now they were at the back of the temple. Those pandits, those egoistic people who had authority, they were right inside the temple. The temple moved. And they were moved out of driven out of the temple. Back of the temple was facing them, whereas the gate of the temple was facing Bhagat Namdev ji. This is the power of faith and prayer. Satsanga ji, we all need to pray. If world is unable to give justice, Vaheguru will give us justice. Give everyone justice who is standing on the true path, who is following Vaheguru's hukam. Tan Tan Guru Harkishan Sahib Maharaj, he became Guru at the age of 4.5. Is something I feel is impossible. But in Vaheguru's creation, everything is possible. Nothing is impossible. A 4.5-year-old child becomes the Guru. He becomes the leader of the world. Tan Tan Guru Harkishan Sahib Maharaj. Now he is blessing the Sangat in Delhi, where people were suffering from the epidemic of cholera, chicken pox, etc. Guru Maharaj at that time made a pond and washed his feet in that pond. The water turned into Charn Amrit. Guru Maharaj did the Katha of the Gurbani. People listened to the Katha. People listened to the meditation of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. They had that Charn Amrit and they became healed. Before Tan Tan Guru Harkishan Sahib Maharaj, he left this world physically, he said, Baba Bakale, which means next Guru is going to be in the village called Bakala. And he referred to Baba means because Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj was his grandfather like. Now, people went to Bakala. Now this is amazing power of Ardas now. And this Sakhi really, really touches me. All the Gursikhs, when they went to the village Bakala, they could not find the next Guru. They could not find the next Guru because there were so many people there faking to be the Guru. They were claiming they are the next Guru. And these people are like opportunists. And there are so many of them even nowadays. It so happened that Makhan Shah Lubana, a trader, he was bringing his merchandise by the boat. And there was a storm in the sea. His boat was wavering and he is about to drown. He remembered his forefathers' advice that whenever you are in trouble, always remember Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He did a prayer. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, I'm in trouble. I need your help. Now there is a faith there and there is a prayer. Remember these two important things. When you pray with faith, sincerity, with willingness to follow Vaheguru's Hukam, then prayer comes true. Makhan Shah Lubana, he did his prayer with pyar. There was no choice. Otherwise he would drown all the people on the boat, including himself. They will die. Now this dukh became the medicine for him to meet the Guru. This is very important to understand. Now Makhan Shah Lubana is in trouble. Because he is in trouble, he remembers the Guru. And that applies in our lives as well. Sat Sangat Ji, we don't want to remember Guru. We don't remember God when our life is comfortable, which is unfortunate. Then comes the trouble and misery. Then we start remembering Guru. Then we start remembering God. We are in trouble, please save us. But still, if in trouble we remember Vaheguru, that's a blessing. Because there are a lot of people who resort to drinking, they become drug addict because of the problems in their life. If a trouble, if a suffering brings you close to the Guru, that suffering is God-given. That's a real blessing. Now Makhan Shah Lubana, in his prayer, he said, I'm going to give 500 gold coin to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Please save my boat. And his boat was saved. He landed on the shore very safely. Now he is looking for the Guru. where is Guru Nanak Dev Ji? And people told him, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 9th embodiment, we don't know the name either. Guru Harkishan Sahib Maharaj said, Baba Bakale. We can just guess that it must be Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, but the only word he said was Baba Bakale. Baba is a respectful word when you want to call your grandfather. Now Makhan Shah Lubana goes to the village. There are so many camps, so many dere, and every dera leader is claiming to be the Guru. Like today, I'm bigger Sant, I'm the best Sant, I'm the supreme Sant. So Makhan Shah Lubana wanted to test everyone. He started giving 5 gold coins to every person who was claiming to be the Guru. And no one spoke anything. He tested all 20, 30 who were camping there. In the end, Makhan Shah Lubana thought, none of them is true Guru. Because I made prayer that I'm going to offer 500 gold coins to the true Guru. None of them is true Guru. Then he asked people around, is there anyone else who is spiritual? And people said, there is someone, he's called Tegh Bahadur Ji. He does bhakti in that little house. If you go in that little house, his wife, Mata Gujri Ji, he guards the house. If you can speak to her, she may let you in. When Makhan Shah Lubana went to the house, Mata Gujri Ji refused him to see the Guru. But Mata Gujri Ji, when Makhan Shah Lubana, he was pleading to see the Guru, she went in and asked Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj said, let him in. When Makhan Shah Lubana went in, he placed 5 gold coins in front of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, turned around to leave. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj spoke, said, Gurmukh Pyarya, you promised for 500 gold coins, how you can leave just placing 5 gold coins here? Makhan Shah Lubana was shocked. He got on top of the house because he was so excited that true Guru has been found. Satsangaji, you can tell who is true, who is not. People are going to the deras, the palm readers, so-called fake babas, without any gyan, just to fulfill their worldly desires. Satsangaji, abnasi prab man mein rakh. Keep the immortal Lord, imperishable Lord in your mind. Manuk ki tu preet tyag. If you are really listening to the Gurbani Vichar today, start believing in the formless God. Don't place your faith in the human beings. You deal with the human beings for the Sangat, to acquire the Gyan, because in the Sangat, you enhance your knowledge. Knowledge to become closer to God, who is formless. Abnasi prab man mein rakh, manu ki tu preet tyag. Forsake the love for the human beings. That's the only way to get in tune with the Akal Purakh Vaheguru, your creator. Makhan Shah Lubana, he was so excited. He said, Gurladore, Gurladore, I have found the true Guru. All the people gathered around. And Makhan Shah Lubana, he went down and he got hold of Guru's feet. He said, Guru Maharaj, thanks for saving me. Now, there is an example from history. In 1912, there was a big ship which was constructed. Its name was Titanic. Everyone knows about that. Titanic ship started from Southampton in UK. And on its way to New York, it hit the iceberg. On 14th of April 1912. Around 12 o'clock on 14th of April, in the middle of the night, it hit the iceberg. Ship was quite big. And everyone on the ship had around 3 hours to run for their life. 1/3 of the passengers, they were able to go into the evacuation boats, the lifeboats. But 2/3, around 1,500, they got killed. Now this ship was only 3 hours away from the actual help. There was another ship in the ocean near New York who said that we can help you, but we are 4 hours away from you. And people on Titanic only had 3 hours. So help was too far away. What I'm trying to say is that Makhan Shah Lubana, when he prayed, there was no ship around. There was no help around. He prayed to Satguru, and Satguru saved his ship. This is the power when you have faith in the imperishable Vaheguru. Vaheguru gives the power, empowers the people to help you, because in everyone there is Vaheguru. People come to help you. In this case, Guru Maharaj, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj himself, he saved him. How he saved, Guru Maharaj knows, because Guru Maharaj, Tan Tan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, he was embodiment of God. He could do anything. Now it is very important to understand God cares for all. Let me repeat the message. God cares for everyone God has created. Works in everyone's life to do what? To bring everyone close to Him. Because God loves everyone. When people on the earth, they pray with faith, with devotion, God manifests through His own devotees. Or God Himself comes in the human form, like Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Aap Narayan Kalatar Jag mein parvaryo. Vaheguru manifested Himself in the form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and came to this earth for the savior of the world. It can be very instant. In the case of Prahlad, we all know the history. In case of Makhan Shah Lubana, the Sakhi we have just shared, it can be instant. But then God has His own timing. When the Kashmiri Pandit, they came to Tan Tan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj and told him that their faith, the Hinduism, was in danger. Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor, he was converting everyone into Islam by force. If someone refused, was assassinated. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj went in deep meditation. Now, it is the same Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj who represents God, who is the embodiment of God, who saved Makhan Shah Lubana's ship from sinking. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj is in deep thought. He is communicating with Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Tan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who is only 11-year-old, his son, he comes to his father and says, Pitaji, why you are so worried? And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj is in communication with Vaheguru. Said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, to stop this injustice and tyranny and this conversion, someone very holy has to give his life. This is God's will. Now Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, he had all the powers, he represents God. But now he is prepared to give his life, shed his life for the sake of humanity. Guru Gobind Singh Ji replied, who can be more holy than you, Father? Pitaji, jao, apni qurbani do. Go and sacrifice yourself. What was the reason? When there is a very, very unkind and cruel leader, and there is a cruel authority, sacrifice of a holy person, saint, brings the revolution. There is a beautiful shabad which reveals that divine principle. Sant ka nindak raj te heen. Those who insult and harm the saints, saintly people, their kingdom is taken away. Sant ka nindak dukhiya or deen. Those who harm the saints, they become miserable and they become poor. And that is exactly what happened. When Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, he was assassinated in the Chandni Chowk, his Qurbani, his sacrifice brought the revolution. Where Aurangzeb, who was the cruel ruler, he wanted to convert everyone into Islam, make one religion from the two religions, Hinduism and Islam. There come the Khalsa Panth. The Khalsa Panth, Sikh Dharam, it originated. The foundation of Khalsa Panth became firmer. The Khalsa Panth, which was initiated by Dhan Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj in 1469, the foundations are getting stronger. Sat Sangat Ji, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, at the age of 11, he took the charge. He became the Guru. And he was able to bring injustice to end. He wrote Zafarnama to Aurangzeb, that cruel emperor, that although you have killed my family, although you have killed my father, I lost all the material, but Vaheguru had sent me to this world to take away your kingdom, because those kingdoms are eternal where there is compassion. And you resorted to cruelty. You resorted to unkindness. Your kingdom is taken away. And Sat Sangat Ji, this is again a message for the authorities and people who are in power to come to senses. Because Vaheguru's rule is true, Vaheguru's darbar is true. Sacha aap, sacha darbar. But on the other hand, Sat Sangat Ji, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj gives his supreme sacrifice. He is a true renouncer, Jivan Mukt. Along with Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, his three very close Gursikhs, Bhai Satidas Ji, Bhai Matidas Ji, Bhai Dayala Ji, they became martyrs as well in front of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. The idea was to scare Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj with the Qurbani, with the martyrdom, assassination of his Gursikhs. But Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, when he looked at his Gursikhs, he conveyed the message with his eyes that you stay firm in your faith. Don't waver. Don't try to show any miracles. I can show miracles. I can escape this Qurbani, this martyrdom, but I'm not, because this is Vaheguru's Hukam. Sat Sangat Ji, similarly, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, who is embodiment of the Almighty God, Akal Purakh Vaheguru, who has composed the beautiful Gurbani. That Gurbani that gives strength to the people, that gives honor to the honorless, gives the strength to the meek. Dhan Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj himself communicates with Vaheguru, accepts his pana, his will, sits on the hot plate. This month is the month of martyrdom. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, he was martyred on 5th of June in Lahore. Maharaj sat on the Tatiya Taviyan. When Sant Mian Mir came to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj and said, Guru Maharaj, please get up. I have a say in Jahangir's court, I will abolish this assassination. Please get up. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj smiled at Mian Mir. Mian Mir is a Muslim fakir who had the very, very deep friendship with Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj said, this is Vaheguru's hukam, I have to accept. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is one with Vaheguru, gives his supreme Shahidi. And Guru Maharaj was the first Pratham Shaheed of Khalsa Panth. Satsangaji, doing Satguru Seva is not easy. Let me share with you Guru Amardas Ji's Shabad, beautiful Shabad. Satguru ki Seva Gakhdi. Gakhdi means difficult, very, very difficult. The service to the Guru is so difficult, you can only serve the Satguru by giving your head. Sir dija, aap gwaye. Forsake your ego, give your head, and then you can serve the Guru. Shabad mile ta har mila. Seva pave sab thaye. Once the ego is gone, then you merge with the Shabad, the Anhad Naad, Anhad Bani. Shabad mila hai, ta har mila hai. Then you experience Vaheguru. Har means Vaheguru, immortal God. Seva pave sab thaye, then your seva is pravan, because you become fearless. The life is nothing for you, because you are one with the immortal God and you have become immortal. Although you are living, but you have no fear. In the end, to sum up today's talk, Satsangaji, God, Vaheguru, manifest in the Khalsa. Khalsa means a person who is in tune with the Shabad, the divine word, the Anhad Bani, is one with the Vaheguru. With his words, with the mind, with the action, serves Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Khalsa represents Akal Purakh Vaheguru, is an agent of Vaheguru. Khalsa Akal Purakh ki Fauz. Whatever Khalsa does is in will of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Khalsa is kind, compassionate, truthful, beyond the rituals. People are so picky nowadays. With all the food, the outward appearance, they got themselves in the knot. Khalsa is above all the rituals. Khalsa is above all the params, doubts. Khalsa is fearless. Khalsa is compassionate. And because Khalsa is connected inside. Abnasi prab man mein rakh. Khalsa always is in tune with the Shabad. It's like transistor. It's like radio or television. When television or radio gets tuned to the same frequency as transmission at which program is being broadcast, you get the picture, you get the audio. Similarly, once you get in tune with the Shabad, you get wisdom of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. You get the qualities of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. And you represent Vaheguru. And you are the true Khalsa. Where we are going to demonstrate, in London, there is a demonstration where all the Gursikhs from different parts of UK, they are going to get together on this Sunday to protest against the violation of human rights in India. Satsangaji, this is my view. We will be spending minimum £100,000 to take the Sangat there and to organize this event, which is fantastic. We need to tell the world that the human rights have been violated. Now, this is my personal feeling now. We need to pray to Akal Purakh Vaheguru, because justice is going to come from Akal Purakh Vaheguru, who is formless, not from human beings. When we pray to Akal Purakh Vaheguru, Vaheguru will empower the human beings to change their thinking. Try to understand the philosophy. Abnasi prab man mein rakh, manuk ki tu preet tyag. ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਭਰਪੂਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਬਿਰਥਾ ਜਾਣਨ ਹਾਰ ਜਾਂ ਕੇ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਉਦਰੀਐ ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਬਲਿਆਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ is almighty. We don't have to bow to anyone. Let's pray together to Akal Purakh Vaheguru that Vaheguru empowers the Khalsa to maintain the justice. Not ask justice from people, to maintain the justice. And that day will come. Raj karega Khalsa, aaki rehna koi. When we understand the principles of Gurbani, have faith in Akal Purakh Vaheguru, who can turn an ant into such a powerful being, can destroy millions of army. Niki kiri main kal rakha, pasam kare laskar kot lakha. This is the faith, matter of faith. Now, Satsangaji, second request. We are spending at least £100,000 to organize this event on 10th of June on Sunday. Fantastic. How about those families which are still suffering because of the events in 1984? We should collect the same amount to help these families. And also we need to have future strategy to educate our young generation and be unified. So with these thoughts, Pula Chokka di Maafi, Pyar na Fateh Sanji Karni ji, Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. Of temptation, they committed the crime. We all know that. In 1984, there was clear violation of the human rights. Clear violation. And for that, Indian government is answerable. They are admitting now it was their fault, because when you want to take any military action or any police action, there has to be justification and clarification so you can be protected. But there is no protection for what Indian government did at the time. They are in authority. But today's topic is God is supreme. God's authority and justice holds true at all times, and no one can escape the verdict. Now this violation of human rights and the abuse can happen against the countries. It can happen against the race. For example, if we go back, human rights for the Jews was violated by Hitler. And Satsangaji, because Vaheguru's divine laws without Ek Onkar Satnam Karta Purakh Nirpao Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Sapang Gur Prasad. ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਰਚਨਾ ਪਵਿੱਤ ਕਰਨੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਤੋਂ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ 15ਵਾਂ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਤੇ ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ, ਉਸ ਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਮੇਨਲੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਰੋਤੇ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਸਾਡੀ ਨਵੀਂ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਸਕੇ। ਸੋ ਦਾਸ ਖਿਮਾ ਦਾ ਜਾਚਕ ਹੈ। Today we are going to do vichar of the 15th Ashtapadi and Slok of Sukhmani Sahib Gurbani, which was composed by the 5th Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Dhan Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. The theme of the Ashtapadi and Slok is that God is supreme. And beautifully, God takes care of everyone. Chinti te kunchar asthula, sab par kripa drisht ka phula. Right from the size of an ant to the elephant, Vaheguru has created everyone and takes care of everyone. It is matter of faith. जिसके अंतर विश्वास प्रभ आया तत् ज्ञान तिस मन प्रगटाया. जिहदे अंदर भरोसा आ गया उन्हों ज्ञान की प्राप्ति होगी. Those who have faith, they will realize this glory of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. They will realize the power of Vaheguru's protection and existence. Looking at the current affairs, violation of human rights. Vaheguru's authority prevails and holds true. Today, Jews are the most prosperous race. They are doing well in their fields. Why? They are very sincere to their path. Now, narrowing down the violation of human right. The abuse can happen at a domestic level as well. A lot of women, wives are being abused by husbands. And there are some cases where husbands are being abused by the wives. Where son is abusing the father, father is abusing the son. And so on. We can carry on. Everyone who has opportunity but doesn't have the divine wisdom is likely to abuse. But one must be very careful because Vaheguru is watching everything and Vaheguru is in authority. And Vaheguru can do anything in an instant. People who were kings and emperors, they will become beggars. Pekhari te raj karava, raja te pekhas, which has been the issue right from day one of the creation. It is all Vaheguru's game. Namo kalah karta, namo shant rupe. Vaheguru, at his command, starts the disputes, the wars. And namo shant rupe. The idea is to bring the shanti, to bring the peace. It is peak and troughs that everyone is going through. In 1984 and 1978 and well before, even 1947, when there was partition of India and Pakistan, there was clear violation of human rights by the British. We can't blame British. It is the individuals. After the partition, the people living in India and people living in Pakistan, they violated the human right. There was abuse. People looted each other. They killed each other. They were not terrorists. They were human beings who, under the influence